Welcome to Case File X, where real-life crime stories come to light and justice is explored in every case. Here, we dive deep into shocking assaults, mysterious disappearances, and courtroom battles that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Sit back, stay alert, and join us as we uncover the truth behind every case. This is Case File X. Let the investigation begin. They called him a monster. Elias Vance, a young artist with hands that could conjure beauty onto a blank canvas, now stained with the imagined soot of arson and the phantom crimson of murder. The evidence? A tangled web of circumstantial threads, each seemingly pointing towards his guilt. Most lawyers would see a lost cause. But then there's someone like Ms. Evelyn Reed. Evelyn Reed, a defense attorney whose brilliance was only matched by her cynicism. Years spent navigating the labyrinthine corridors of the justice system had chipped away at any idealism she once possessed. She didn't believe in fairy tales of innocence, especially not for the accused in a case this grimy. When Elias Vance's pro bono file landed on her desk, it wasn't a quest for justice that sparked her interest, but the stench of something rotten beneath the surface of the prosecution's airtight case. The narrative painted by the prosecution was compelling, if not entirely concrete. Vance, a struggling artist, had a volatile argument with the gallery owner, Alastair Finch, the day before the fire. Finch was found dead amidst the debris. Vance had been seen near the gallery that night, though no one could definitively place him inside during the crucial hours. A can of accelerant, similar to one Vance used for his artistic projects, was found blocks away. Overwhelming? Perhaps. Conclusive? Evelyn wasn't convinced. Evelyn wasn't trying to build an alibi. She wasn't trying to find a hidden witness. Her focus was microscopic, dissecting every police report, every interview transcript, every piece of forensic evidence. She wasn't looking for Vance's innocence. She was looking for the cracks in the foundation of the prosecution's case. Small inconsistencies started to appear. A misplaced comma in a police report that shifted the timeline. A witness statement that contradicted earlier testimony on a minor but significant detail. These weren't the signs of a perfectly executed crime. They were the hallmarks of a rushed, perhaps even manipulated, investigation. The lead detective on the case, a veteran named Detective Miller, had a reputation for closing cases quickly. Too quickly, Evelyn suspected. She found instances where standard protocols seemed to have been overlooked. Evidence logs with missing entries. Witness interviews that appeared leading, subtly guiding the narrative. It was like watching a magician's trick. The illusion was flawless, but a closer look revealed the sleight of hand. The trial began, a carefully orchestrated performance by the prosecution. Their witnesses presented a picture of a disgruntled artist driven to violence. But Evelyn's cross-examination was a masterclass in deconstruction. She didn't attack their motives. She simply exposed the fragility of their recollections, the assumptions they had made, the subtle ways Detective Miller had shaped their understanding of events. The jury watched, their initial certainty beginning to waver. Evelyn's investigation wasn't limited to the courtroom. She delved into the history of the police precinct, looking for patterns, for whispers of past misconduct. And then she found it, a decades-old cold case, eerily similar to Vance's. Another fire, another circumstantial case, another rushed investigation led by Detective Miller, the victim in that case, a whistleblower who had threatened to expose corruption within the precinct. The accelerant found near Vance wasn't unique. It was a standard industrial solvent used by the police department's maintenance crew. And 20 years ago, that same solvent was linked to the cold case fire. The whistleblower had been investigating illegal activities that, if exposed, would have implicated high-ranking officers, including a younger Detective Miller, eager to climb the ranks. Alastair Finch, Vance's victim, had recently started digging into old, unsolved cases for a true crime podcast, cases like the one Miller thought he had buried forever. Evelyn didn't need to prove Elias Vance's innocence. She had unearthed a truth far more damning. The prosecution's case wasn't just weak. It was built upon a foundation of decades-old deceit and the desperate attempts of a corrupt detective to silence anyone who might expose his past. The judge, visibly shaken, had no choice but to declare a mistrial and order a full internal investigation. Elias Vance walked free, not because he was proven innocent, but because the system that sought to convict him was irrevocably broken.